let's crack on. So those that haven't seen me before, there's a YouTube link underneath the channel, so if you want to watch previous leagues, there's already one Turbo Depths league up there, there's some Maverick leagues, there is a bunch of Delver leagues from a few weeks ago, and there is a Bog Boys league. If you want to know what Bog Boys is, go and watch the league, it's great. It's really, really funny. And I think the next time I'll stream is probably, I'm going to try and do some next week. I don't know how many I'll be able to fit in, but I will try and do. I'll try and do a few more than I managed to do this week. Sweet, we're on the place. That's good. This hand doesn't do anything because we don't have a second combo piece or a tutor, so we'll mull this. This hand could be very good, actually. So this is a turn 3 with disruption, so we could potentially bottom the map. So we can go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Sylvan Scrying for depths, and then turn 3 we've got both of these to help activate it more quickly. Yeah, that's exactly it. We're definitely going to smash some dreams and cash this league. You watch. This still isn't very fast, but it does have a Thoughtseize. I think I'm going to keep this and give it a go. And I guess since I think I'll bottom one of these two and keep the map just in case. I'll get rid of the Spirit Guide. They've also mulled to 6. Alright, I need some positivity in chat. Let's smash some dreams, cash some leagues. Let's do this. Chancellor? You kidding me, boy? Right, okay, that's not good. So now I'm super regretting bottoming the what do you call it? Flipping fairy. That sucks. So we have to spend the petal to Thoughtseize them, which isn't the best, but we do need to Thoughtseize them. They actually have double Chancellor. Wow, okay. We can still... That's fine though. So let's cast this petal. This gets countered. And now we need to hope to rip some more fast mana. So I should have bottomed the map. But there was no way of knowing that. Nope. So hopefully this means I don't have very much else in hand. Okay, that's awesome. So let's get rid of the Faithless Looting. And hopefully this buys us enough time to see this one out.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
Okay, so they're going for the natural discard. Guess that makes sense. That's a very good draw. So let's play the stage out. Let's Thoughtseize this Animate Dead. And then we can play the map out. Nice hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, and they've got 2 deltas. Okay, so we should be able to do this now. We just have to hope that they don't draw. So they need 2 cards to draw. We've got everything we need. This is. I bet they've drawn like an Entomb or something. Based on our runnings today, it wouldn't surprise me. Oh, that's a gas draw. Okay, so now we've got the combo next turn. Let's crack this. Get our Dark Depths. And pass the turn. Sweet. So that was a very good draw.
Oh yeah.
It wouldn't surprise me if they just drawn something to put something in the bin. Oh, they have an unmask. That sucks. So now we need to draw another land. Oh no, they actually did just do exactly what I said, which is rip the thing to put the thing in the bin, and then rip the rip the rip the flipping reanimate spell. Jeez. They got the Chancellor. That seems weird, if I'm honest. Oh no, they had to. Oh no, of course. Yeah. I'm being silly. Yeah, they had to exile the Gristlebrand. Okay, we're still in this then. Awesome. So let's just pass, and we'll do this on their end step. There's no reason to do this now. And you never know, they might attack. Sweet. It's pretty good attack for us though, not gonna lie. Am I gonna block this? I suppose I may as well. Nice. Yes. Winning start. Okay, let's see if we can see this one out. Thanks very much for the follow, Sorbo1. Thanks for checking us out. Hope you're enjoying yourself. If you're new to the stream, we have previous leagues on YouTube, so check underneath. But yeah, appreciate you. So Rite of Consumption, I don't think we need. Karakas, obviously, so we can cut probably 2 needles and how's it going, Hershny? I don't even know what mono green mana bond is. Yeah, we've not been doing very well with this deck. I'm not gonna lie. It's possible that I'm not gonna necessarily stream more of it after today if we don't catch this next league. It doesn't feel massively well positioned. Can you not knock my computer table, please, dog? Hey. You might have done. I can't remember. Right. Let's finish sideboarding. If they get, I think we'll just cut a Safekeeper. If they get a whatchamacallit, if they get a Tidespout Tyrant in play, it's unlikely that the Sylvan Safekeeper is going to be enough anyway, so this is probably fine. This is super reactive. This is like the hilarious. They probably can't win through this hand. Because we have the... Well, that's not necessarily true because we've got Karakas. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this hand. This is a weird one. It doesn't do anything is the problem. This is like a hand you'd keep if you were a mid-range or control deck. But I think as a combo deck... They've kept 7 though. But then, if they have a Chancellor... If they reanimate anything other than a Gristlebrand... and they have a Chancellor, this doesn't do enough. And then we actually can't cast the Thoughtseizes really. So this is definitely a mulligan, but it's an enticing proposition nonetheless. So this is a stage. We've got 2 pieces of fast mana. So we could. This also isn't particularly great, if I'm honest. So this is probably probably just a mulligan as well. We do have Crop Bog. But if they have... And we can't Crop Bog on the first turn anyway, so they've got a turn 1, which they probably do since they've kept 7. This probably isn't quick enough, so I think I'm going to mull this too. We just don't have enough resources in this hand. So let's mull this. Go to 5. This is pretty bad as well. Go to 4. So we have a Duress. We have a Crop Rotation, which we can't cast. We have another Duress. Get rid of these 3. I think we have to hope that they somehow have a slow hand. I don't think it's worth going to 3. We basically can't win this game by this point, I think. Yeah. We have won games on a Malta 4 and a Malta 3 before, because we can still get Urborg, Depths and Stage, but that's not really quick enough to get through what he's got. We could also Malta Urborg, Depths and Hexmage, but that doesn't win through Chancellor. I think if he's got Chancellor in his hand, we basically can't do anything. So maybe we should just go 1 lower, because this also just doesn't have any combo pieces in it really. Let's just go 1 lower, see what we can hit. Okay, this sucks, but we're going to keep Duress, Crop Rotation. Can we do that? That's probably what we have to keep since we're on 3. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Maybe we just do this instead. Maybe I'm keeping this so I can bog him. I suppose so. Well, I'm at 3, so... So, yeah, I think I have to keep this one. Yeah, I think no ESG. I think just these 3, right? Catacombs, Duress, and Crop Rotation. And we're not going to win this game, that's fine. We'll just win the next one, it's okay. But we'll keep this. And see what happens. But it is what it is. We will see if we can take the second game. No chance is good for us though. That sucks. Yeah, I know I'm super dead. Yeah, I know I'm super dead. I'm not even a little bit hopeful we're going to win this game, but we could win the second game, so... We really got pretty poor selections prior to this, though. I'm not trying to just mull aggressively for the sake of it. Yeah, the Iona probably means we're dead. I guess we have a couple of turns. No, we don't. We don't have time to draw enough now. So we're dead in 2. So we get 2 more draws. So we could still, I don't think we can do this in time. I could draw Karakas, that's true. Yeah, I could just draw Karakas. Or Crop Rotation, also true. I don't, yeah. Or Scrying for it, also very true. So maybe I should have played the Bog out, actually. I probably should have played the Bog then, shouldn't I? That was probably a mistake. Because now I'm going to draw Scrying next turn. Yeah, I should have played the Bog. Watch me draw Scrying. I am such a god, it's unbelievable. Although we're still okay, I guess. We're still okay. So I can Duress to make sure there's no shenanigans. And then I can Scrying next turn. Yeah, it's still okay. Just make sure he hasn't got another unmask in hand. Oh, yeah, of course. Black. Yeah. I'm such a moron. Yeah, can't Duress. No worries, we got it. So hopefully they've just drawn pure garbage and we can crack us our way out of this. Oh my god, why? I even said that would happen. Oh, I need to stop calling plays. Come on, give me another scrying. Oh, yes.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Oh, baby.
Absolutely taken down.
Is that a good draw? Anybody got any opinions on this draw? Oh, jeez. That is hilarious. Yeah, I know, we probably still won't win. That said, the number of times this has happened to me in the last couple of streams and couple of leagues, it's ah, dearie me. That was hilarious. That was good quality entertainment right there. Oh dear. Yeah, yeah. As you can understand, slightly miffed at that one. In a very nice way, to be fair to them. So. Good lord. No, dear. Oh. These are the moments that you stream for, to be fair. There we go. We're already back onto this. We're just going to draw running just going to draw running Sylvan Scryings. Let's just get depths. That's the sensible thing to get here, because we could just rip. This gives us way more draws. I guess we'll just Duress here, in case they've got a reanimate spell in hand. Sweet.
Oh yeah.
Well, we managed to win the first match of the league. We did this yesterday and then went 2-3. So if we could maybe string these into 3 wins on the trot, that'd be awesome. But okay, let's see if we can take down another another match. I think I'll probably stream something else next week though. I might stream some Bog Boys next week. How's it going, Callum? Oh, did you see the Karakas? You missed the Karakas. Oh, it was so good. We're on the play again. So we've been on the play so much. The Mulligan rule's been very good for being on the play. This is the nuts turn 1 because we can go Urborg, Petal, Hexmage, and then we can crop rotate the Urborg into a Dark Depths with the Spirit Guide through something. So let's yeah, the MTG bot does not work on my channel. I don't know why. I think I've logged into it correctly, but whatever. Anyway, so we're going to keep this. This is what they like to call the nutso. These are the sick plays that we're talking about. How's it going, Eric? You think I should mull this hand? It's good tips. Yeah, we didn't even have to abuse the Mulligan rule. Yeah, that's what we all came for, I suppose. Right, let's not screw this up. So, Urborg, Petal, Hexmage. They mull to 6. Let's cast the Lotus Petal. Tap this for black. Sack for black. Cast the Hexmage. I hope you're all following along at home. Now we exile the Simian Spirit Guide. Cast a Crop Rotation targeting the Urborg. Get ourselves a Dark Depths. And I guess it really doesn't matter what we do, but we may as well just do this now. There's like no reason not to. We don't want to randomly get wastelanded or stifled or something. And now we just have to hope that they don't have a plough in hand. Yeah, sweet! Oh, this is so much better. Yeah, Plain Swords Go would have been... I don't know, we feel like we might be in the hot seat now, so maybe we can get some of these. Yeah, well played, right? Super skill game. Sick plays. So I'm just going to run this back, I think, since we don't know what it is. There's no point hedging anything. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, don't think there's any point changing anything, so we'll just slam it back in. The least hated Premier League club. Genuinely, I'd say Southampton's probably one of the least hated. Huddersfield is probably, maybe more accurately, least hated. I would probably say Huddersfield possibly is the least hated Premier League club. Fulham are quite well liked as well. Surgical's good because they play cards. That's a fair point. Yeah, I don't know, Julian. I'd say something like Huddersfield or maybe Fulham. Lions of Spec Swords. That makes sense. Yeah, so yeah, that's fair. That might be a worth. Well, I mean, we've still got 3 Safekeepers, so I suppose I could. The Steely Resolve's pretty bad unless it is a Swords deck, but I think this is fine to keep on the off chance. We hedge a lot of things in the main deck anyway, so I'm not gonna sideboard. If it's a Swords deck, then oh yeah, it could be. Who knows? So this is also a very good hand. It's not quite the turn 1 nuts, but it is the turn 2 nuts. That's true, it could be a combo deck to win on the first turn, that's very true. Could be as foretold Stumpy. So this is a keep, and we'll go Urborg, Needle on Wasteland, depending upon what they do. But this is a very good keep. And we also have a Petal to play out the Safekeeper. So this basically covers everything. Yeah, this hand is arguably better than the first game hand for sure. These are the hands that we've not been getting tonight. Or I say this afternoon even. We've had the first league was so poor, it's unbelievable. Okay, so Polluted Delta. I think it's probably still just Tomb on Tomb, Needle, Wasteland. Don't think there's any point playing around that. And we can play the Safekeeper to play around in Edict. Should have just mulled more. You're probably right, Callum. So I'm kind of feeling Urborg, Needle. I don't... Do I play the Needle around a Daze? Yeah, I think playing it to get around Daze, because if they have something else, we can. If it's a Daze deck, then we don't need to be as quick necessarily. So yeah, I think that's definitely fair. So it could be Storm, I guess. It could be Storm. Since they took a draw for the turn. And we're not going to play the Safekeeper this turn because we can do that. We can play the Hexmage through a daze next turn and then play the Safekeeper. Once this league is finished, so I've got what, 3 more matches, so probably finish about 4 PM UK time, so probably like in an hour or so. So no whammy, no whammy. Sweep. Like a boss. So they're probably feeling pretty safe since we've been one of these, but joke's on them, we have a second. But don't feel like I'm going to get dazed now though, to be fair. Could still get edicted. That's fantastic draw. So now I can Thoughtseize the Edict and still make the Marit Lage this turn. So that's the line, I think. They're not. It doesn't look like they're going to daze us. So I'm just going to Thoughtseize them, and then we'll go from there. Sick plays, right? That's what I said. Sick plays. Remember that I am slightly... Oh my Christ! Ah! Yeah. Yeah, stream sniped. Absolutely stream sniped. Yeah, god damn it. Okay, alright, you got us. Good games. But we can still draw... we were still pretty good here. Yeah, we're okay. Ouch. Oh, sorry, Solver. I will be finishing probably in about an hour or so. I've only got... once this league's finished, basically. So if it's a quick league, then probably about an hour. Okay, they did remember to take the one out of my hand. That's good. They have the Wasteland. Okay, so we'll take the trophy, obviously. We can play the Depths and hope to whammy into something next turn. I mean, you're basically going to be co-streaming this league anyway, I guess, Solver, if you want to hang around for the rest of it. So the Ponder in hand, did they crack the Misty? They did, yeah. Alright. Come on, rip like a boss. Suppose that's not the worst. Just play this out. Well, they've shaved a turn off because they fetched, so it could be good here. Come on, whammy. So, I guess, do we play a second Needle on Wasteland, or do I play a Needle on Jace? I guess the fact they're playing Wasteland means they might be playing... they might not be playing Jace, so maybe I just put a second Needle on Wasteland. I could also Needle Edict. Needle Surgical. Damn, that was going to be my next suggestion. I think I prefer second... I can play around those. I think I'm going to go second Needle on Wasteland. Because if I've got Wasteland covered, I can play around everything else. Street Wraith. And weirdly enough, we're actually not going to attack here because I don't want to run this Safekeeper into a Snapcaster. See, I can make some lines that are okay. Can come up with some decent enough lines. The only downside of not naming Jace is if they do play a Jace, then it means our draws are going to be rough, but that's pretty good, I guess. Means they can't snap trophy. So we'll take that. So that's fine. That means they can't angler. Well, they can angler soon enough, I suppose. We've seen that. Still not going to attack. But I can start removing counters from this Dark Depths, so got him. Let's just do this now, because it really doesn't matter. Oh no, I can't. I'm one short. No, I'm not one short. What am I doing? I don't need to... Yeah, this is fine. We're all good. We're all good. If they just keep drawing lands, that's good for us, though. God, it'd be sweet to win this one. It's probably worth duressing them, because this means we can start attacking, potentially. I think it's worth duressing, because you might draw something next turn. They've got the Edict, then they need to do it now. So this is going to be Hardcast Force. Okay, so they might have an Edict. That's very true. But now we can attack for a whole 1 point of damage, which is pure gasoline. Trying to get that auto yield equity. So, Hardcast Force smells like Edict, which is great because we've got the Safekeeper in play. So if we could draw a second combo piece for a tutor this century, that'd be pretty good. So this is a Jace. Yep. So they've got Edict and Jace up. They could bounce the Safekeeper. They're just going to make our draws terrible. That makes sense. Yep. What do? They put a card on top. So it's definitely looking bad for the home team at this point. I still think... Okay, so they Force of Willed to protect my Duress. So maybe they had a Jace in hand, actually, instead of the Edict. How likely is it they have a Snapcaster? Is it worth attacking? Probably not. Like, it's like we're going to lose to this way before we have to worry about dealing damage with the Safekeeper, I think. So we may as well just keep passing. So a third needle would be fine here. Yeah, I guess. Don't know. I think second needle on Wasteland was fine. It's a big boy. We don't have a Karakas in the deck though. They can't activate it yet. What do they do with their Jace? They zeroed it, did they? Draws 3 cards, okay. Nice draw. Sweet. Okay, so let's see if we can work our way through this. So the downside is it feels like all they really need to do, it really smells like, I mean, we can't, at the moment we can't attack through the Strix, and the Jace can just bounce the Safekeeper anyway if they've got an Edict, and if they don't have an Edict and we make it, we can't fight through the Jace yet, so we still need more things at the moment, but we do at least have the combo in hand. So now we just need to find some stuff, namely some way to get rid of this. So something to find Sejiri Steppe would be fantastic. So we're getting closer. They're obviously drawing very well from this point onwards. And whoever said they needed to get a soundboard, you definitely need to get a soundboard. Should have made it here. I suppose we're not going to get better draws. Oh, it's this deck. Okay. In response to the Jace. What's the Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, fair enough. And I suppose we're running out of time to do anything anyway, so I have to make it now either way round. So I just have to hope that we can draw something to get through the Thief and the Strix. All right, well we'll make it on their end step. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't think about the possibility that that plays around trophy, as you could probably have guessed that I wouldn't have thought about that. Let's do our thing. So ready to get edicted or edict snap edict. Let's just hope that we rip what we need. Oh, I suppose the Jace isn't doing anything just yet. That's a fair point. I think we need to attack though, don't we? Well, we've got the Safekeeper in play, so he can only act. So we can sack a land a turn to keep the Jace from bouncing whatever he targets. The downside is if he does have an edict, then that doesn't work. So if he edicts us this turn, I think we attack in case he's got edict. If he's got edict, then if we attack this turn, he at least has to chump block with something, I guess. I don't think it makes much difference. We can't really beat edict with this situation anyway, so we may as well just attack, I think. And that at least means that the Marit Lage trades for something, is kind of how I would see this. So I think I'm going to crack in for 20, and then we'll probably get edicted to sacrifice the Safekeeper, and then he'll probably bounce the Marit Lage on his turn, but there's no way we can play around that, so I think that's all reasonable. And I guess for now I'll just hold the Petal because it doesn't do anything. And I suppose I may as well do this. Not that it really matters. So, fully expecting an edict here. No? Okay. Maybe he doesn't... Maybe we're okay then. So, he has a couple of turns. Yeah, we can do this. Let's sack the Bog. It means he can't zero as well, which is good. So Okay. Alright, maybe he's not. Maybe his hand's not as good as we thought. So, if he doesn't have counter magic, then I don't know why he's not attacking with the Tasiga. That doesn't make any sense. Sylvan Scrying could win it here. That's pretty good. This insulates us against the Edict, which is fantastic. So we'll cast this. I suppose I could have cast that off a Petal, but it doesn't really matter. It's a shame we didn't draw another land, but probably drawing the Safekeeper there was probably the best draw, honestly. Yeah, gotta block the Safekeeper. The Thief didn't get an attack in. I guess that's another reason to attack the previous turn, is that it means the Thief's unlikely to get an attack in. Well, fortunately for us, you are not. Edict now? What are we doing? Oh, we're activating Tasiga, that makes sense. Yeah. You can have... Oh, he gets another blocker back. Yeah, that's rough. So, I guess I'll give him plus... Oh, I only give him one back. Okay, I'll give him the him. I thought I gave him two for some reason. That would be absurd, wouldn't it? Okay, you can have him. That's fine. And hopefully he doesn't... hopefully if he activates Tasiga again, we don't have to give him a creature. I'd rather him the Petal, honestly. I'd like him to spend the him, I think. The keeping the card there probably is bad for us. We'll see. This would be a sweet win, I'm not going to lie. But, no, not sure how confident I'm feeling. Well, he's digging, so that's good. I guess he can't bounce this at all this turn. Did we get there? Did we do it? Not quite, so maybe another Brainstorm. He can activate Tasiga, which might be what he's doing now. Snapcaster, Brainstorm, yeah. Yep. I guess I probably should have played the Petal out. Doesn't really make... I don't think it makes much difference though. I suppose that means if I played the Petal out I could have Sylvan Scrying through a Pierce or something, or a Fluster maybe. So I probably should have just played the Petal out. Ponder. Come on, no whammy. The number of outs definitely feel like they're being cut off here. Because even if he's got an Edict, like if he's got an Edict, we've got two Safekeepers. He's already used his Jace so he can't bounce. I'm trying to think what he could actually have here to get through this. Okay, that works. So now we really need to try and find... So now he can him us. So this is kind of punishment for... this is definitely punishment for not... Okay, now he remembers to attack the Tasiga. This is definitely punishment for not playing the Petal out, because he's probably going to him this away. Which does mean he has to tap his mana. That's fine. Why wouldn't you just him there? Maybe he shuffled the him away. That's also possibly true. Please, can we draw noise? So let's hope that he doesn't have any counter magic, but he probably does. Please. 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 Come on. Don't counter this. Damn it. You have a force as well? He's forgotten that I can pay with the Dark Depths, maybe? It's not misclick. Whoop whoop. That's pretty sweet. So, oh, there we go. 2040. Let's see if we can crack on with this. So that was a very sweet win. Let's see if we can finish this one up so that Solver can start his league up. But that's good. Feeling good. And that was the game that we got surgicaled with the Hexmage in play as well. So that was kind of a nice win. There you go. Who said that Safekeeper was no good? Safekeeper's sweet. Well, thanks everyone that's still hanging around. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. This has been a very, very fun stream. And all of the previous matches will be uploaded sometime today. On the play again. Who knew that you won legacy games when you're on the play? Okay, this is a turn 2. This is very good. The Bog and the crop rotation and the Inquisition are kind of neither here nor there really, but I think this is a keep. So we'll just go turn 1. I guess turn 1 depth is probably better, because then if we draw, I suppose it doesn't really matter. But I think this is a keep because it's the turn 2. Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, thanks very much for the follow, Cheesehead RI. Thanks for checking us out. Okay, we're probably against combo because our opponent said good luck, have fun. Right, so I think I'm keeping this. This is a turn 2. Well, if you want to watch any more of the content, then definitely check out the YouTube link underneath. There's a good variety of decks on there, so... Okay, so... Does it make any difference what I lead on? I suppose, actually, I should lead on the stage, because if they wasteland the stage on turn 1, I could still draw a Hexmage next turn and win that way. So I think I just play the stage, because I've got less of these in the deck and more of these. And if we play the depths and get wasteland and surgical, that would be bad. So I think stage turn 1 is the correct line here. And this also means next turn, if we draw a Hexmage, we can... No, we can't. I was going to say we could Hexmage and Inquisition, but we need triple black for that. Oh, you got to play around the game 1 surgicals. Did I misplay the turn? Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, alright, alright. Yeah, I should have played the petals out. I didn't think about playing the petals out. I sort of didn't want them to know how quick we had this. Alright. I suppose, but we're not going to fluster. They're not. What are they flustering? So this is the sick. These are the sick lines that we're talking about. So you want to keep the one without the counters for those that aren't sure what the line is here. So this is the one we're going to keep. And now let's get ready to get edicted. So they haven't conceded, so it's either combo or they have an edict. Nice. Let's see if we can win the next game. Then we've actually cashed a league for the first time in a good while. And then we can live up to the stream title, which would be good. So Catacombs smells like combo. Could be fair nonsense again, but I don't know if I want a board, to be honest. You'd think that. It probably depends on the competency of the pilot. Somewhat. So we didn't see anything out of them apart from a fetch land. So I think I'm just going to keep it how it is, because if they're playing if they're playing a deck with Edicts, we've got safe. I suppose we'll bring in the Arbor. The Arbor's probably a good hedge. And that's probably fine. We could probably cut. Don't think we really need to cut much. We could maybe cut one of the maps. Probably do this. I kind of want to keep Boggin in case they're like a Snapcaster deck. They could still be something like Reanimator, but I don't really want to bring Surgicals. I don't think so, because if they're playing... We saw Catacombs, so if they're a fair deck, they probably got Edicts, and Safekeeper's still good against Edict plus Jace, so I think Safekeeper's fine. You don't actually cut Safekeeper as often as you'd think, because it's still just good against Edicts. I think I'm going to do this. I think this is a fair enough hedge. And we'll run this back. But I think in the dark, Dryad Arbor in is probably a very good hedge. Because even if it's something like Dredge, this kills bridges, all sorts of things. So I think that's probably okay. Okay, let's see if I can misplay this turn. Okay, this is a turn 2 again. We're definitely getting the good hands today. And we haven't even had to mulligan or abuse the mulligan rule. Can you believe that? So we'll keep this. And then we can turn 1 Duress as well. So this is very good. There's the Catacombs that we're so scared of. Oh, okay, so Mox Diamond could be bad for us then. Off of a Verdant Catacombs. So if it's lands... So if we draw a Petal, then we could be in good shape. Yeah, four needles on the main. Yeah, Loam, I'm thinking. I guess with the Catacombs. So do I want to Inquisition or Duress first? Yeah, no turn 1 Chalice was good, although it didn't really make too much difference because we've got both the Hexmages in hand already. I don't think we care about any of the creatures. I think I'm just going to Duress them. Okay, that's fine. So they just have triple Knight, but they don't have another land, so we should be all good then. Whew. Ah, oh, no, really? It's not trash if you rip the Wasteland, though. Good lord. I guess the Wasteland doesn't matter, but now they can Karakas us. So what do we even need here? Oh, jeez. It is tap, but they can just Karakas. Yeah, 3 Knights is bad. That's fair. That's fair. I guess Knight is a good reason to have Inquisitioned. Well, let's see if they've got a Karakas in their deck, shall we? I assume they do. But then they don't know how fast we are. So, whatever. We're going to do this because this is what we're going to do. May as well cast this. And is there any reason to wait? No, because they're going to Wasteland us, so let's just do this. I'm not going to Inquisition, because we basically just have the same thing ready to run back for next turn, which is kind of funny. So, ready to get Karakas. Yeah, we're definitely getting bounced. Unless they don't have a Karakas in their deck. In which case, that's kind of hilarious. No, they're going to do it off of the... Okay, they're going to Wasteland the Bayou, that makes sense. So... Play a second Knight, yep, that's fine. Here comes the Karakas. Yep. So... I guess we're not necessarily... Oh no, I guess they kill us, and I guess they kill us very quickly. I'm going to play the depths out anyway. I guess we are actually just pretty much dead. What are these draws? Oh man. Whew. No, let's just move on to the next one. I won't waste time since Solver wants to stream after this. So since we're against this, so good job we brought in the Arbor, I guess. Trophies coming in. I guess Rite of Consumption is very good against Karakas. Do we want anything else? No, it's okay. Well, there's no... as in, what I mean is I'm not going to... If it gets to the end of the game and we're basically just dead, I'm not going to make them play it out. There's no need. Do I want to bring in anything else? I guess Decay for Night could be okay. So I suppose we're going to try and go a little bit slower, and we can cut some of the turbo elements. We want all of our petals. Safekeepers are very important for Karakas. So I could probably just cut 2 of the petals and probably do this. Yeah, I think Decays are probably fine. I think that's probably okay. Do we want Library over Petal, I guess is a question. I suppose Surgical's not the worst. If they get an Excavator into play, we can Surgical the Wastelands. So are these better than are these better than Surgicals? I guess is a reasonable question. Bog, we've got Bog. Could kind of see the merit in this. Alright, 20 seconds to convince me otherwise, but I think this is well, I guess you got a minute, but I'll say 30 seconds just in case, but I think this is what I'm going to go for. I think this is fine. Like 2 petals isn't very much acceleration anyway, and I think Surgical on a Wasteland is potentially useful depending upon what they've got. So like say they Wasteland and then they've got Knights, we can just turn off the Knights potentially, so this seems fine to me. Thanks everyone that's hanging around though, 27 viewers at the moment, that's awesome. So make sure if you haven't dropped a follow yet, you are very welcome to. We're actually doing one in this league though, which is good. This is an easy mulligan, I think. I suppose that's not true. This isn't necessarily an easy mulligan. Maybe it is. That's probably true, but I think the Surgicals are probably better. I think there's a spot... I don't know, I guess the chart... There's just... If there's only 2 petals... I don't know. I think the first 2 Surgicals are better than the first 2 petals, I would argue. Anyway, this hand is interesting because we can potentially get rid of everything. I guess it doesn't play around Wasteland, but it gets rid of Knights. So I don't know if this is good. Maybe I should just mulligan because we're missing a combo piece. I think if any of these hand disruption cards were... Any of these discard spells were a second combo piece, I'd probably be more game for this. So I think I'll probably just mulligan this, since we've got pretty good mulligans at the moment. And we do kind of need to have something to threaten them with, because like we could just not draw the combo, which seems unlikely, but I think I'm gonna mull. I think I'd rather have both of the combo pieces because that also means well, jokes on us. We don't have Not of this World. I think I'm gonna mull this. I think I'd rather have 2 combo pieces. This hand sucks. So now I'm regretting mulliganing. So this is probably going to be a loss then if we go to... So they kept 7. If we go to... oh no, they've gone to 6 as well. Fair enough. This hand's terrible though. So let's go one more deeper. This hand is okay. This hand is okay. We're at 5 though, so we need to choose what to keep. So definitely this. Definitely this. We need to cut 2 things, so we could probably... I think I need the Bayou. Yeah, this hand is good. We just need to cut 2 things though. So the question is, what am I getting rid of? They kept at 6, I think. Yeah, they kept at 6. So do we keep all 3? So we're going to get rid of probably the Catacombs. I suppose I could just get rid of the Decay. The question is, am I more likely to... Maybe I don't. Maybe I just get rid of the Hexmage. What I probably do... this is definitely tricky. So on the face of it, we can go Bayou, Swamp, Hexmage, Crop Rotation. So maybe I get rid of the Stage. Because the Stage is going to be slow. The Decay is probably going to be important. None of this plays around Wasteland, but we can't beat that at the moment anyway. The other option maybe is just to keep... is just to bin the Hexmage. I think I bin the Hexmage or the Stage is probably the way through this. And I'm kind of inclined to keep the Hexmage, because I think that's more likely to be quicker. Like this'll be a turn 3 Dark Depths. This will be a turn 4 with the Stage. So I think I'm going to get rid of Catacomb Stage, keep the basic Swamp. I need to keep the Bayou, and then I'll probably... Maybe... No, that's probably wrong. I should probably do this, because this plays around Wasteland if I play the Catacombs on 1. Yeah, I can't play around Wasteland. I think I'm going to get rid of the Bayou and the Stage. I can Catacombs on 1, get a Bayou, get a Swamp on the second turn to Hexmage. I think that we're going to do this. I'm going to get rid of the Bayou, and I'm going to get rid of the Stage. I think this gives us the quickest draw with the most interaction. And if this is worse against Chalice on 1, because this means that I have to Crop Rotation... Actually, no, it doesn't. I guess this is okay against Chalice on 1, potentially. I don't know. Fair enough, that makes sense as well. Oh, my opponent might be complaining about how slow I am. Okay, that's fine. Actually, what I was probably supposed to do, if I was going to take this line, that's a good draw, is probably I was supposed to keep the Bayou and then just play 2 Bayous. I think that was silly. I shouldn't have kept the Swamp. Yeah, that was silly. I realise what you mean now. I should have got rid of the Swamp, because now if they Wasteland me off the Bayou, then I can't Crop Rotation. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, that was silly. Well, we'll try this. We are where we are. Hopefully they just have a Knight, and then we can decay the Knight. Yeah, I should have kept the Bayou. That was silly. Did not think about that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That is a good way of thinking about it as well, actually. So I'm expecting this to be a Knight. So if this is a Knight... Yeah, that's fine. So we can decay the Knight. If we, I mean, now we've got a lot of live draws. If we draw any green source, or if we draw the Dark Depths, we should be in a very good spot here. The Duress isn't what we wanted to draw. But now we just decay the knight and pass the turn, I guess. And we can get in for 2. So decay the knight now, play the stage out, attack for 2, pass the turn. That's what this seems like. I know it's probably very painful listening to me talk through easy lines in, I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure I don't screw this up as much as possible. Okay, that's kind of rough. So the maze, the fact they've got the maze is pretty bad there. But it is what it is, I suppose. So Ghost Quarter would be good here. I suppose it wouldn't. Tomb's not very good. So now we're in a bad spot again. So I can't do anything at the moment, but I can at least protect the stage from a wasteland. So I suppose I can duress them, copy the swamp, and pass. I think it's, yeah, I think that's probably fine. I think it's worth duressing them. I think it's better to duress them than hold up crop rotation, honestly. They've got a confident... Okay, so they don't have anything else going on, that's fine. Let's copy the swamp. Because we can't get rid of the Mazavith. So I think this is okay. Like, we could play around... We could potentially play around a wasteland. Because we could crop rotation... No, I suppose we... yes, we could. We could... But no, we can't play around a wasteland. Yeah, this is fine. No, you wouldn't copy swamp? Oh my god, what is this? Ah.
Dumpster!
Sick rips. I guess we've had sick rips today, so it's only fair. Oh, that sucks. This is a super rough matchup though, I suppose. I suppose I could have copied the maze to maze the knight. I could still do that. And I can copy their forest, so that's at least good. Yeah, I think so. So we need... We need a lot of stuff here. That was not a very good draw. So this might be a Karakas. No, he's going to get a Ghost Quarter. Yeah, that's fair enough. No, I guess it's a basic forest at least, I suppose. And it gets a card out of our deck. Yeah, this was a mull to 5. And we were in a good spot, so... The chalice off the top super sucks, though. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to pack it in. Because now that we've lost this, they've got a Ghost Quarter for the stage. I don't think there's any way back from this, really. And they're going to clock us for... I mean, they could clock us for 7, 8, 9. We're dead next turn, so this is... There isn't a sequence of draws we can get out of here. Yeah, Nissa Vital Force would be pretty sweet. Well, that one kind of sucks. But onwards and upwards. So let's try and win the next one. So that was still 3 games. And Knight of the Reliquary decks... yeah, the Knight of the Reliquary decks suck. Like Maverick is possibly worse, I guess. Don't know, it's pretty close. Basically just Knight decks suck. Yeah, I suppose Turn 1 Blood Moon is worse. Well, we're on the draw, so let's see how this does for us. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, this is definitely a mulligan. They have gone to 6 as well. This is probably a mulligan as well. We do have an Inquisition of Needle, but we might not draw anything. And I think game 1 we're better off just trying to go for the combo rather than trying to play the long game. I mean, it's very quick if we do hit the second combo piece, which is true. So there's definitely an attraction to trying to keep this. Because we've got Inquisition for Edicts and Removal, Needle for Wasteland, but we just need a second piece of combo. So kind of want to mull this one as well. Oh, Niv Mizzet Reborn would be pretty sweet. I'm going to mull this. Since we're on game 1. Okay, this is fine. So we can get rid of the Spirit Guide and probably get rid of the map. I guess maybe we get rid of the Bog, actually. So we've got a turn 2 Depths. Do we keep... what do we keep, I guess? I guess I just was... I don't know. I guess I was just thinking that since it's game 1, I'm probably going to try... It might be worth trying to mull to a quicker hand. And rather than trying to grind it out and hope that we hit the second piece, I suppose, was my logic. Since the mulligan's pretty good for this deck with the new mulligan rule. And like going to 5... Like going to 5 seems pretty free in a way in the first game. Like since we don't know what we're up against and we're just trying to find the combo, it definitely feels like the number of games where we've gone to 5 have been pretty good. I'll have a look in just a second, Strifo. So I think I'm going to put back Bog and Map. I think Bog's not necessarily going to be useful. I guess Map's a way to gas back up, but we're going to use both of these anyway. Maybe I should keep Mystic. I kind of want to keep the Spirit Guide in case we've got a Daze. I think. I'm going to put this back. And I think I'll put the Map back. Because this is so slow to reassemble. I think I'm going to do this. Okay, this could be the mirror, I suppose. So this sucks. I now regret getting rid of the map. Alright, we'll have a look at that in a minute. Okay, so this looks like the mirror, possibly. So I do regret bottoming the map there. Guess the Thoughtseize is fine. So if it is the mirror, I don't want to play the depths out. In case they don't have depths in hand. Good, it is the mirror. Right, they get pretty slow hand too, so I guess we'll just get rid of the map then. Play out the petal. Thanks very much for the follow, Kevin from Ohio. How's the weather in Ohio? It was pretty sunny here in the UK, but it's kind of clouded over a little bit. All right, I'll have a look at the deck list properly after this round. It looks pretty hot. Okay, that's pretty good. So they got a Duress and something unknown in hand. Oh, the mirror sucks so much. Right. I could needle this. There's like nothing good to do here. I could just cast the Spirit Guide and try and race, I suppose, and hold the needle for the time being. We're currently 2-1, Pete, so we're on. We could cash this one if we're lucky. Yeah, I think, I don't know, play depths and cast guide. Oh no, because they just copy it, I guess, if they draw another land, but I want to do something this turn. I don't really know. I was considering doing that. The question is, like, how do we win this? They're going to beat us down with the Hexmage. I can't play the depths because they copy the depths themselves. If they draw a land. If I needle the stage, I've only got 3 more Hexmages. They can find a depths. Yeah, I mean, I could cast the guide next turn, I suppose. That's probably the best way of doing this. Yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. And he can't find... No, I don't know. We'll just do this. Yeah, I think this is all we can really do at the moment. Well, no, because if I find my own Hexmate, I don't know. So now we just want to draw guides. We just want to draw guides or Hexmages to try and race, which is kind of funny. So a second guide or a land would be okay. I don't think it's worth Thoughtseizing. I think I just want to cast this guide. Like, what's he kept that we care about that he's not put into play? That needs to be. Oh, it doesn't have to be green, does it? No, shit. Yeah, I do lose to ESG and Crop, but I'm gonna lose to ESG and Crop whatever I do here. So Thoughtseizing doesn't change that. At this point in time, the decisions I have are find crappy creatures, find Grey Ogres and put Grey Ogres into play, or find, I don't know what the equivalent of this is, find Black Knights and put them into play. Black Knights and Grey Ogres is how we win this at this point. Aha, we didn't block. See, look, these are the sick plays that we've been talking about. Cast, Spirit Guide. Okay, that plays. I'm not going to cast the Thoughtseize because it takes a turn off the clock, and the Inquisition should hit everything that it needs to hit. That's pretty funny. So I guess we'll just take the Sylvan Scrying then, because otherwise we lose. But we're not going to cast this Thoughtseize, because the Needle is like whatever. All he's going to Needle is Hexmage. Damn it! What a draw!
Dumpster!
And I don't have a Karakas in the main deck, so that's the end of that one, unfortunately. Needle on Karakas, I suppose, just in case you've got it in the main deck. Oh man, the mirror sucks. The absolute nuts. It's so bad. Sweet. Okay. Okay, everybody take a chill. Let's try and navigate through the post-board mirror games. Cheese is great. Okay then. So Trophy's very good. Karakas is very good. Surgical. Surgical's probably okay. Rite of Consumption will be good. Steely Resolve's probably fine. Sylvan Library's probably fine. But I guess we also probably want to go quickly. This is a weird one. I assume you just take Needle out. It's been so long since I played the mirror. I know it's absolutely miserable. I guess we should bring in Deluge so we can kill Marit Lage. Bog is not very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts. Safekeeper's good. I suppose we could go. So I guess the choice is: do we want to try and go quick, or yeah, I guess Surgical doesn't actually do anything, and we just want to kill them. Yeah, that makes sense. Shave a couple of depths. I suppose that makes sense. I suppose this is where not having the Liliana isn't as good. Do I even want Steely Resolve? I suppose is a good question. Probably. Yeah, they won't have. They won't have. I suppose they could have Wasteland. We didn't see. I didn't see whether they were on turbo. So it's possible, but they did have a lot of discard. Don't know. They might not be on turbo. I think I'm going to do this and give it a go. Is there anything I'd cut instead of the depths? I guess not. I could cut 2 discard spells instead of the depths though, because I really want to. I think I just want a quick hand and try and kill them. Yeah, but I don't think I've got space to bring it in. Let's just try this. We're already a game down. Sweet. This doesn't do anything. If only this was an Urborg, this hand would be nuts. But we actually can't cast much with that hand. This is significantly... it's kind of better. You've only got 1 combo piece though. But we have a way to interact with their depths. And I have a Safekeeper to protect mine, potentially. And I've got an Inquisition. So I could bin the Urborg and keep this. This is probably a fine 6, I guess. This 6 is probably okay. I guess the Urborg's not very good, actually, because it turns on their depths. But we can Inquisition away the... whatever they get. This is a weird one. It's only got one land though. You think keep? I think I might try this. The fact it only has one land is kind of not good though. And you kind of, in this matchup, in the mirror, you kind of have to get a bit lucky, I think. I can't really play red. I'm gonna mull this. I am gonna mull this, and we'll see what's what. This is essentially the same hand, but it's got more lands, which I like. So we're keeping 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. I think. Get rid of the Inquisition. This seems okay. This is turn 3. Let's do this. Get rid of the swamp. Get rid of the Inquisition. Turn 1 Thoughtseize and hope that this is going to be good enough. If it's the slow version of Depths, then I don't think we're going to be able to win. Oh no, we saw a Confidant. It is slow Depths. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, okay. I'm silly. I'm silly. That means that we're just going to get wastelanded a bunch. Quite probably. So I guess we'll just take the crop rotation. We're not really beating this hand. That is a hell of a hand. We're not really beating this. Actually, do I even care about the crop rotation? Probably no, because they can get... So crop rotation means they can get... They can't cast it yet though. I think I take Needle. Do I take Needle? No, I think I still take crop rotation. They can't cast either of these cards yet. So... I can potentially get to a... yeah, I think this is fine. I think I take crop rotation and we just go from there. And then the hand doesn't really cast anything. And now I can... Problem is I can't get to a point where I can play around this Needle, because if they go Arbor on turn 1, I need to draw another land, really. I can't play this out yet. Yes, they're just going to play the Arbor out, that's fine. So fast mana would be good, second Hexmage is not good. So we'll play the Catacombs and pass. I can't play this out, otherwise they just play Needle on Hexmage, and we don't actually have... We only have a trophy to get rid of it, so we need to just pass for now. Because I need to draw a mana source next turn, I can do it all in the same turn, and then that's fine. His hand doesn't seem very good, in all honesty. So does he cast Needle in the blind? He's casting Map. Okay, that's okay. So now... He's not playing the Depths out, that makes sense. So now we just need to hit a land or a mana source, please. That is not the worst draw, but it's not what we wanted, so we'll just play this. The hilarious thing about Steely Resolve is it means it protects his as well, but I guess this is just us doing something for a turn, so that's fine. So now no one's Merit Lages are getting bounced. But we can't play the Hexmage out because you can just cast the Needle, so... And now I can Duress the crop rotation? Yeah, I don't know. I think the line was still fine. We just can't play the Hexmage out. It's impossible. Did you find a crop rotation? Or are you playing the Needle out? You're playing the Needle on Hexmage. Great. Ugh. That was kind of rough, but we did mull to 5, and he managed to draw his way out of that. He literally drew Map and Urborg, so there's not much we can do there, unfortunately. He's got Depths in hand, so we know the last 4 cards that he's got. Now he can cast the trophy. I suppose we just need to try and race him at this point, to be honest. I'm not going to get anything with the Scrying yet. So now we just want to put these into play. I'm being a turd. Let's cast it off double black. Now we just need to hope that his hand literally has... that he literally doesn't draw anything. Well, no, he can get the stage, can't he? I'm such a turd. No, because we can't race him. We're just dead at this point, I think. Because we've put this on Avatar in our Infinite Wisdom. So now he can get the stage... and he can make his Merit Lage, and he can kill us with Rite of Consumption. So there's we can't bounce his Merit Lage. So this is basically gone all kinds of wrong. His hand did manage to get there somehow, which I agree doesn't look amazing. There's the Petal we wanted a couple of turns ago. So you can just make the Merit Lage next turn. I can get a Ghost Quarter though. That's true. I can just get a Ghost Quarter, so we're not completely dead in the water. Yeah, let's do that. He's got an Assassin's Trophy in his hand. So I'm going to go score to the stage now. Because he's got a trophy that he can kill the Ghost Quarter with before he plays a Dark Depths. So this is all we can do. We can't wait. He gets a land, which sucks, but whatever. Now we just have to hope that he bricks, but he probably won't. Yep, that's fine. He's tapped off Trophy though, which isn't the worst thing. Oh no, I guess he can just play the Dark Depths. May as well play that, I suppose, just in case he hymns us. Well, the race is on. So he's got one unknown at the moment. I suppose he's choosing whether to trophy the Hexmage, which honestly doesn't seem like the right play. You've already got a needle on it. I think you just want to hold the trophy for me drawing a... Because if you trophy this, I guess if you've drawn something else, fine. But if you trophy the Hexmage, then I can just make a Merit Lage off of your Dark Depths. What have I got wrong? I totally believe that I have. So now we're dead. Because we haven't got a way of interacting with this. Yeah. Not looking good. No, not remove counters. Yeah, but I can what I mean is I can copy his depths. If I draw a if I draw a Thespian stage, I can copy his Dark Depths. I don't mean that I can remove counters. I don't mean that I can like pay for counters or something. I mean if he was to decay this, I could play a stage of my own and then copy his Dark Depths. In any case, it looks like when the home team's not gonna make it through this one. So, if we want to get that elusive league cash, this is kind of daggers. If we want to get that elusive league cash, we're gonna have to win the last match. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. I guess. Let's get... Okay, let's see what happens. Let's just do the... do you know how Steely Resolve works test. So we're going to get the Karakas anyway, and we're going to see whether he realises that this is symmetrical. Because not everybody realises that it's symmetrical. So let's get the Karakas, put the Karakas into play and attack, and then we'll be able to work out whether this is a winning line. So he can just block this. He doesn't need to. He doesn't need to block it, to be fair. There's no reason to. He could also just think I'm a complete dingus and that I don't realise that it's symmetrical. But yeah, we're just dead. No, he's got trophy on Petal. Okay, that's fine, I guess. We're still dead? No? This, okay. Oh, well, let's just see what happens then. Why would you trophy the Petal? I don't understand. You're just making your Dark Depths now? Yeah, that's fine. I don't know, I don't understand what I suppose they were worried about crop rotation into another Ghost Quarter, that makes sense. It was a trophy. Yeah, you wanted to play around crop rotation, that makes sense. It's super unlikely that someone playing this deck doesn't know this is symmetrical. Yeah. And this plays around... Oh, and he had... Actually, no, I'm silly. It actually also... it doesn't matter, we were dead anyway. And I forgot that he had the Rite of Consumption, so the Karakas bluff doesn't even work, unfortunately. So, there we go. Whew. Right, if we could get a good matchup, if we could like hit Dredge, that'd be good. Yeah, I could have got a basic, but it doesn't really matter. We were completely dead. Oh, great. Speaking of stream snipers, speaking of stream snipers, good, I'm glad you heard it. Oh dear. We're on the draw, which sucks. Come on, let's summon some positive energy. Just try and cash this flipping league. This is the last one. Thanks everyone for hanging around. It's been a long stream. 2 leagues is pretty fun. The first one didn't go so well, but the second one's been pretty good. The first match in particular was kind of hilarious. So, yeah, we'll see. So this is a mulligan because it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I'm just going to get turn 1, so... Right, how are we doing now? So this is still not very good. The only chance we really have... He's gone to 6-2, to be fair. What did he do after that? He's kept at 6, so he's probably got a pretty good turn 1. He says he's on Reanimator in the chat, but who knows? It doesn't really matter for the first game. Let's go down again, because we're not doing anything with this hand. We can't bog him on the first turn. This has got double crop rotation though. So we've got double crop rotation and some fast mana. So this is like a turn 3, and we could potentially get a bog if he's got a slow hand. So this is probably a keep. So probably just bin both the discard spells. Or do I get rid of this and keep hand disruption? What's the best thing to hedge? I suppose there's a chance that all he has is that he can put something in the yard but can't necessarily get it back. That's probably the best way to do this. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. That's why I put them over here. Oh, Eric says that the cheese cards don't work before turn 1 jacks. Yeah, if he has Chancellor, we can't beat that, but sweet, no Chancellor. See whether this works out. Yeah, that's bad for us. And we don't have a Karakas in the main deck. Yeah. Super dead. Okay, so game 2 should be better. Being on the draw game 1 sucks though. I guess Needle on Gristlebrand isn't the worst thing. So I could cut, I guess I could cut, like, I guess the Safekeepers are probably not going to do anything, to be honest. Yeah, I can name goes around with the Needle. Like, if he gets, the only thing he can really bounce stuff with is Tidespout, and Tidespout just dumpsters us anyway. Yeah, and map's also very slow. So the question, I guess, is, do I bring anything in for map? I guess I can decay and animate dead. Thing is, I don't know what's... I don't know if it's worth cutting anything else, to be honest. Because I don't know what I want to bring in that's any better. There's probably not much. Is Rite of Consumption better than map? Maybe. Yeah, Safekeeper's not amazing. Is Rite of Consumption better than map? Probably not. Oh, I guess I could have library. I guess library's okay. It's kind of slow though. Yeah, I'm just going to slam this, see how we do. Right, positive energy from the chat, please. This is kind of hilarious, but it's not good, and he doesn't have to reanimate a Gristlebrand. So if only this was a crop rotation, I think I'd just go down again. Yeah, I think this is a mole. That's kind of funny. This is... Oh, this is a weird one. This is definitely better. I've only got... I guess I've got the map. If he only has to get... If he can only get Karakas, then maybe this is okay. What's he gone to? He's kept 7, so we're probably dead. We're probably just dead. It kind of is, but it also isn't that good though, because the Karakas doesn't do anything. We've only got 1 land, so maybe. So what am I keeping here? Am I keeping the map or am I keeping the steppe? I guess Chancellor into Gristlebrand. Yeah, I see what you mean. I suppose this is kind of good there. So maybe this is a keep, and what do we get rid of? Because I kind of want another land, because I don't want to have to crop rotation this away. Be an ESG or Petal? Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I'll get rid of the Spirit Guide then. We'll keep this. Oh, I haven't done it yet. There we go. Yay! So we're just going to put the cracks into play. Yeah, I guess Petal plays around. I guess the greens, the Elvish Spirit Guide plays around. Yeah, play Petal. And I suppose I can pay for this because it doesn't matter. He's not going to attack us next turn. So pay for Petal, I assume. Because bouncing, I don't need. It doesn't matter when I bounce it because he's still going to draw a bunch of cards. Or am I being daft? Oh, I see what you mean, so I can crop rotate for Bog. Yeah, I got you. So, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about that. And I guess now he just reanimates not Gristlebrand. I know, that hand was super awkward. I suppose he only gets Gristlebrand, it doesn't really matter. Probably Tidespout. No, still Gristlebrand. Just draw a bunch. Oh, well, we got the we went from the 1-4 to the 2-3, I suppose. I don't feel like I have made that many mistakes over the 2 leagues, to be fair, is what I would say. Yeah, I don't think I've made too many mistakes. It just seems like it doesn't seem like this is, I don't know. Who knows? I'll watch them back. Yeah. There is a bunch of stuff in the sideboard that... The guy just copied this from the 8-0 list. The only thing I changed was the Steely Resolve, which I like, but... Yeah, like, this is kind of medium. It's 3 mana. Could definitely see there being more surgicals in this sideboard. I always used to play 3. Yeah. So, well, next week we'll stream something different. We'll try some fairer decks, I guess. Although I suppose it might be funny to try and play Reanimator or Storm. Maybe not Storm, because I probably I probably shouldn't learn to play Storm on stream. But I don't know. I could probably be convinced into playing Reanimator. Or I can just play some fair decks. There's the sneaky Tidespout. Yeah, I mean, we're basically just dead, but is there any point? I guess we just have to Thoughtseize. I suppose so. We had one draw step though, and we're super far behind, so it doesn't like if we draw Surgical for the Tidespout, it doesn't even really matter. I'm going to Thoughtseize here though, I guess, because there's like nothing else to really do. And you never know, he might somehow only have one Reanimate spell. Which obviously he doesn't. Sweet! Alright, well we'll just pack it in. There's nothing we can do now. So he just gets Tidespout back. And or he could get back Chancellor. He can Thoughts. I guess I just take the Thoughtseize. Because he can't bin the Gristlebrand again. Because that's the quicker clock. But we are just dead. Yeah, because now he can Tidespout and then bounce. Yep. Yep. Oh, I do Bog. That's true, actually. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been funny, actually. That's a good point. Yeah, if we'd drawn a way to get Bog, that would have been funny. Bog plus Thoughtseize as well would have been hilarious. Oh, well that was a rough end. Yeah, good games, Eric. That sucked. I think I'll give Turbo Depths a rest. Ugh. No, it's fine. It's just how it goes, right? Ugh. We started off so well, 2040, and then just hit rough running, I think. What did we even lose to? We lost to Loam, we lost to Debt, we lost to Reanimator, and what I can't remember what the third loss was to, but right, well I'll wrap this up anyway. So thanks everyone for hanging around. It's been good fun. I will stream again next week. Oh, the mirror, that was it. Yeah, the mirror. Oh, yeah, such bad matchups. Doesn't feel like it's pretty good at the moment, but yeah. Okay, so thanks everyone for hanging around. Yeah, it's been good fun. This is a bit of a longer one to make up for the fact that I haven't done much streaming this week, but I'll try and do some more next week. I'll see how it goes. My brother is coming back on a bit of a break from his Navy training, so I'll have to work it around that, but I'll definitely do some streaming next week. Let's have a quick look at this deck list. Bog Boys to the Rebogganing. The problem is this is probably actually a reasonable deck. Decks with Lord of the Undead and Diagraph Colossus in are kind of hilarious. So Grave Defiler. Oh yeah, of course, the ringleader of the goblins with Regenerate. That's pretty spicy. I assume this has a tutor in it. Yeah, black-red can be fine, that's true. Yeah, that's fair. This is pretty sweet, I'm not gonna lie, but I do have an improved list of Bog Boys. This isn't true Bog Boys is the problem. This is, I guess you spelt boys the way that you would spell boys for this one. I think I'm going to stick to the Bog Boys with a Y being the goblins and the superior deck, but if you want to play like these fun like kids decks, then that's okay. But anyway, thanks very much, and I'll catch you next time.